Which that's my mistake, and I hit a deer. Just like real life, when you drive a truck like this, you're guaranteed to hit a deer. Alright, cryptids, what is going on? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Rick Breadcorn. Today we're going to be looking at the Declasse Yosemite Rancher, which is a fairly new addition. I still want my K5 Blazer K10 style Rancher from GTA 4, but still. But yeah, this one you can only get by taking the Yosemite into bennies, and then you get this, which it is on the pricey side. So, you know, if whenever they decide to put all the bennies upgrades on sale, then, you know, by all means do it. Because this is also kind of a favorite off-roader of mine. I mean, real classic. And I kind of have this one set up for a movie that I want to get, you know, made and done. Which that's my mistake, and I hit a deer. Just like real life, when you drive a truck like this, you're guaranteed to hit a deer. So there is that. But yeah, it's got a cool, unique suspension setup and all that. So yeah, there's that. So there is that. Nice and easy down the hill. Yeah, I mean, this one right here has got some, you know, it is a short wheelbase, but, you know, still, you know, you can see the camo outline in it. You know, I just made the whole thing black just because that's what I wanted. But still, what's strange is that even though the window on this side tends to be up, but, you know, I just did that, you know, unarm yourself and then put your finger out the window. But it's always the passenger side that the window is always down. I don't know if that's a Rockstar goof or what. I didn't do it. I am off-roading legally, sir. Yeah, all the lights do work. But yeah, this is by far one of my favorite off-roaders, you know, customization-wise. Customization-wise, by far one of my favorites. So there is that. That's what I always point out. You know, to me, customization on off-road vehicles, there needs to be more. Or give us more off-road vehicles through bennies, because there's only 2 that I know of. Well, 3 if you count the Weevil. There's this one, and then there's like the Yugo Classic, which that one turns into the Yugo 4x4 van. You know, classic 70s van whatsoever. I'm saying if they do, I mean, why not give us one where we can, you know, take the gang burrito and turn that into like a 4x4 classic. Because we all know the burrito is basically the A-Team van. And it's raining, so of course this is going to be very interesting to see how well this performs. And around the wall of doom it goes. But yeah, I got this set up for a movie that I'm doing, because, you know, why not? But I'm kind of having a little bit of difficulty in the editor because for some reason the tailgate and the bumpers glitch out. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but for me it is. Which that really needs to be fixed. Which, hey, here's the hoping that the editor will actually be in GTA 6 because, hey, let's face it, the machinima movie creators are really the backbone of the GTA series. I mean, think about how many guys were making movies with GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. Yeah, I stuck that on. Yeah, I stuck that horn on this too, because why not? I thought about changing it to the big truck horn. There went Eternal going up the mountain. But yeah, this is absolutely one of my most favorite vehicles, you know, just to throw around on dirt. Throw around on dirt, you know, take it over jumps. You know, stuff like this. You know, it's just an absolute favorite. It is heavy, I will say that. Let's find out how heavy she is. Yeah, it will bat a car out the way. You know, it's not a bad rally raid vehicle either. Which, that reminds me, I gotta download the Crew Motorfest because I need more racing games to play. I also need to download Forza Horizon 5 so I can do stuff with Slade and Mario. And anybody else that actually wants to do some stuff like that. So there is that. Up the mountain she goes. Oh yeah, this is the other thing about it. This thing has got, you know, questionable suspension handling, so do watch it. I do recommend watching it. Because even though this thing has the torque and the traction to get up stuff, the suspension will either, you know, it could use a little bit of softening. So that's kind of the big thing about it. Up, here we go. And of course it slid right down the mountain. But it is kind of slick at the moment, so we're just going to go back down to the road and, you know, drive back across. Because, you know, it is raining, and rain does tend to affect the ground in this game. But I have heard in GTA 6 that you know, we'll actually get like flash floods and stuff like that, but I don't know how true that is. To me, it just sounds like a bunch of hoopla, and it's always from the same, you know, accounts. All based out of Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, that sort of thing. It's always stuff like that. So that's also the stuff you got to watch out for. Ooh, watch it. Easy does it. That's the other thing too. Yeah, the suspension, it is questionable. It's a little bit, but you know, I'm not expecting this to handle like a Ferrari. I know that's going to be a common misconception, but no, I'm not expecting this to handle like a Ferrari. Or anything else for that matter. And behold, they didn't run out in front of the vehicle like they normally do. But yeah, it's always, you know, little stuff like that. Yeah, a little bit slow on the acceleration, so that's always another one that's kind of a downplay for me, is, you know, the suspension itself. Well, not the suspension, I meant the acceleration. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm, yeah, kind of going through some stuff, but, you know, still, I just make this content because why not? But what else will it do? You know, braking, you might as well forget it. Handbrake, it's a little decent. The brakes, not so much. So there is that. And there it goes. And yeah, that's the other thing about it. This one is actually, it's all-wheel drive. That's the funny thing about this one, is that this one is actually all-wheel drive compared to some of the other ones. But I'm going to stop it right up here because, you know, I kind of got some other stuff to do. Well, I said I was, but, you know, still. Oh, hell, forget it. Well, I got time. We'll send it down to the beach, just because I kind of need a little bit more time to keep this running over. But, yeah, quick on the downhill descent. And funny enough, how this thing transitions from dirt to asphalt back to dirt is phenomenal. Still, the acceleration is not as good as I want it to be. You know, it's a decent truck for what it's worth. But that's totally up to you to buy it. But, you know, I say buy this stuff whenever it goes on sale, or, you know, Benny's Upgrades goes on sales in this case. It's on the pricier side. Personally, I would like to see the Picador get an off-road makeover. But I would also like to see a couple of other vehicles get the off-road makeover, and some get like an actual donk treatment and a lowrider treatment and all that. But I'm going to park it right here because why not? So yeah, I got this all set up for a movie just to, you know, do all the silly stuff with. Had to stretch for a moment. But yeah, if you see this truck in a movie, hopefully they will get all the bumper stuff fixed by then, which I hope they do. because it would look kind of silly to see the bumpers and the tailgate get to spinning, which that tends to be a problem. I don't know if it got fixed or not. So y'all be sure to shoot the like button with the grip skittle. If you enjoyed it, please do comment down below your favorite Benny's vehicle, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all around. So then smash the subscribe button today and click the notification bell icon to stay up to date when I go live, because I officially live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 4 o'clock now. That's 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So then, y'all have a great day and a ballin' weekend, and remember, don't do anything stupid. So other than that, y'all take care of yourselves.